Hi guys, now let us discuss about the protocol layering. In that we have two important concepts. One thing is Pakka question, OSI model, or if at all for change of question means it is all about the TCP. So obviously you should know about the OSI model and the TCP model and so on. Let us see how it is happening. Okay. So before that, first of all, we know that internet is a protocol, meaning it has some set of rules, right? So protocol is nothing but the rules both the sender and receiver and the intermediate device have been followed for the communication effectively to happen. Okay. So when the communication is simple, we may need only one simple protocol, no need of n number of protocols. Whereas if it is the communication is complex, then we have to go with the protocol for each layer. Okay, layer by layer you have to give, and that concept is called as a protocol layering. Okay, so in that, let us consider the scenarios. So two scenarios is there. First scenario is communication is so simple. In one layer only it happened. Something like pass it, pass it. Only this is the message. So it is very simple. Pass it means they are going to pass it. Okay. So that is simple. No need of layering and all. No need to be complicated. Whereas, let us see the communication between Maria and Anne with the three layers, how they do the communication. Okay. So, in layer one, what happens is Maria is in one end, Anne is in another end. Either they can listen or talk. Okay, that may happen. And how means the transmission medium is air over here. This is the single layer protocol. Okay. So, in the scenario one, now consider Maria and Anne are neighbors with a lot of common ideas. They both have common ideas. They want to communicate with each other. Okay. So the set of rules has to be followed. They should greet each other when they meet. They should confine their vocabulary to the level of their friendship. So if it is formal friendship, you can't be very personal. And if it is personalized one, you cannot be very formal, right? So they have to decide on what level of friendship they do have. Nextly, so when the other party is speaking, first party should refrain from speaking. He should not speak. Right? Listen. Conversation should be dialogue. Both the parties should talk about an issue, not a monologue. It is not like one person is talking, other person is listening always. No, both should talk. Both should exchange nice words and leave. So this is the format, right? Now, scenario 2. Assume Anne is offered a high level position in her company but moved to another branch located in a city far from Maria. So now Anne got a promotion but in different place. So she has to relocate. Okay. And that is very far for Maria. Assume that they have come up with an innovative project to start a new business when they retire, but they have an innovative project. They have to do it together, but however location wise they are far. Decided to continue their conversation through postal mail. Now what they decided is, okay, let us whatever message or whatever I have to convey, Anne and Maria will tell that let us discuss using the postal mail. Okay, this is the scenario 2. Now, but however, the secret detailing about the business should not be revealed, right? So they agree for the encryption and decryption. Okay, these concept and all with key, without key, and all over in future you will get. Communication between them takes place in three layers. So three layers will take place. Okay, assume that both have three machines, robots to perform tasks at each layer. All the three-person is having in each layer the robots are there and they are working. Now consider this three-layered protocol. Okay, in three-layered protocol, now see Maria and both are there. Okay, so what they decided, Maria and what they decided, three layers of communication is gonna happen here. Okay, so using the postal carrier facility, they are going to discuss. So for that, what they are going to use is mail. Mail means identical objects only should be. See, whatever Maria is using, the same layer, same thing should happen, other opposite way. Because in what is that? In protocol, two principles are followed. First principle is both the side it should be opposite and same layering. If I'm using a first layer, the first layer contacting with the third layer, not possible. First layer of Maria should contact with the first layer of Anne, and so on. Okay, first layer, the second layer, third layer, and so on. So now what happens? Send or receive the mail. Now let us assume that Anne is gonna send a mail to the Maria. So what will happen is layer 1 mail is sent. Okay, identical object that will be going through to the uh, where it will go to the Maria, right? Now second layer is that should be encrypted, meaning that should not be uh, what to say, that should not be revealed, or that should not be disclosed to anybody. In order to follow that we can go with the concept of encrypt or decrypt. That encryption or decryption if you do, then you can listen, or you can talk. Same thing is happened, same thing concept is three layered. Okay, so here what we understood is protocol layering helps us to divide the task into several small and simple ones. So each layer we can divide it off, and we can get to know in layer 1 it is going to send the data. In layer 2 encryption will happen. In layer 3 we can see the actual data. Then again decode it and so on. Okay, so that is the concept here. Okay, protocol layer for the separate layer and all it happens. Okay, so these are all nothing but if protocol layer is not used, then each intermediate system will be complex. So protocol is important. So two principles, see, this is important. Principles of protocol layering is important. What is that principle means? First principle is dictates that if we want to bidirectional communication, we need to make each layer so that it's able to perform two opposite tasks, one in each direction. So you should for bidirectional purpose, you should we need to make each layer so that each layer should be made bidirectional, then only it can work. Second principle is that we need to follow in protocol layering is that two objects under each layer at both sides should be identical. As I told you, layer 1 should connect and communicate with the layer 1 itself of the opposite one. Okay, so logical connections talking about, so in the two principles, see, first principle is very simple. If you want the bidirectional, in both the task in opposite ways it should be connected, and the layers should be layer 1 should connect communicate with layer 1 itself. That principles is important. Okay, now let us see the logical connection. After following the above two principles, we can think about logical connection. Okay, layer to layer communication is there. Maria and Anne can think that there is a logical connection at each layer through which they can send the object created from that layer. They will think that okay, from this layer only we are getting this concept. From for layer 1 the data is received. Layer 2 encryption or decryption happened. Layer 3 you can listen or talk, and so on. Okay, now logical connection we will see how it is logically connected. Mail is logically connected to the layer 1 of Maria. Ciphertext of Anne is logically connected to the ciphertext of Maria, layer 2. Anne's plain text is logically connected to the Maria, third layer. Okay, then TCP protocol. Now under that we have two things, that is a TCP or IP. Okay, three layered we discussed. There is something called as TCP or IP protocol suite. TCP or IP is a protocol suite, set of protocols organized in different layers used in the internet today. In internet, we use TCP or IP. It is a hierarchical protocol made up of interactive modules. Each provides the specific functionality. Each layer will have the specific functionality will be there. Okay, 5-layer model will be there. Hierarchical means that each upper layer protocol is supported by the services provided by the lower layer protocol. Whoever is providing the services that is acceptable by the upper layer in the protocol. Okay, so TCP means a 5-layered protocol. Okay, so the layered architecture concept comes here to show how the layer in the TCP or the IP protocol suite are involved in the communication between the two hosts. See, first assume protocol suite is used in a small internet made up of 3 LANs, say, each with a link layer switch. Assume that the link are connected by one router. Okay, each links are connected by one router. Okay, so now talking about the layers, we have 5 layers. Okay, hardware devices, leave the left part, just go with the right one. Layers is physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, application layer. Okay, so how to remember this? We have a code called AP sense T and DP. Okay, either you can remember like that. AP sense 5 layer, right? PS is not there here. ATNDP, application layer, transport layer, A application layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, physical layer. Okay. Now, AP sense TNDP. Okay, APS. Leave PS. Application, transport, network, data link, physical. Okay. Communication through internet. See, source A, source B all will have same layers, right? Application, transport, network, data link, physical. Okay. Now, these will be connected to the switch. Okay. Uh, say the switch is used in the uh, data link layer. Router is used in the network layer. Okay. Switch is used in data link layer. So compared to router, switch has low knowledge. Compared to for switch, router has more knowledge. Okay. In data link layer, switch is used. In network layer, router is used. They make clearly understand this, that in data link layer we will be using the switch. In network layer you will be using the router. Then again it is going to the switch layer and then go reach the destination part. So the communication will happen this way. Okay. So A is sending the link one to the router. Okay. And for link 2 will reach the B, link 1 will reach the link 3 will reach the C, and so on. So in layers in TCP or IP protocol suite, you should understand the functions. Very, very important. Okay. Functions and duties of the layer. Many times they have asked this question regarding the TCP and IP model. Okay. So in network layer you will be using the router, the lower part will be used the switch, that you should remember. And duties, coming to the duties of this TCP or IP model is that application layer, transport layer, network layer is end to end. Data link layer and physical layer is hop to hop. This is the duties of these layers. Now, logical connections, if we see logically, they will be connected like this. Just put arrow marks. Nothing you are going to do. Some switches will be there, routers will be there. This if you practice, more than enough. Okay, diagram is important, and so take care of it properly. Switch where we will use, router where is used, that is very, very important. Router is used in network layer, switch is used in data link layer. Okay, identical objects only you have to use. So in physical layer it will be bits, in data link it is a frame, in network layer it is a datagram, in transport layer it will be your segment or we call it as user datagrams. Then in application layer it is message. So in physical layer it is bit, frame, datagram, user datagram, segment or user datagram, messages. Okay, each thing you should know what physical layer will do, what does next layer do, and so on. Let us see this concept in next class. Okay.